Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we will be talking about why singleness is important, so stick around. As I stated in the intro, we will be talking about why singleness is important. If you are new to my channel or returning, welcome, and thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe so other people can get all the juicy details of why singleness is important. During this video, I'm going to be looking down periodically, so bear with me. So singleness is important because the first one, the major key is you can build a foundation, a relationship with God. That is so big. It's so big. It's so important to know and be grounded and be rooted that you have something greater, that there's something connected to you that is greater. So when you feel less than, you can lean on God and God will give you more. That's the biggest major key to why singleness is important. And that leads me to the second thing is it's easier to find your purpose when you are single. When you are not wrapped up in somebody, just, oh my gosh, looking at them and you just want to lick the ice cream off their face every day. It's easier for you to focus and find your purpose. And I sincerely believe that everyone has a purpose. And when you are single, not only is it easy to find your purpose, but it is easier to pursue your purpose because you do not have to check in with somebody. You do not have to ask somebody, is this okay? If you need to relocate for your purpose, you don't have to worry about uprooting somebody else or uprooting your relationship. And the time and the money and the energy that you spend on that relationship could be spent on your purpose. Think about your last relationship, okay? Now think about what would have happened if all the time you spent with that person you were putting into creating your business. You were putting into getting a promotion at your job. You were putting in hours at the gym. You were putting in learning a different language. You see? All the texts, all the calls, all the Netflix and chilling, all the dinner dates, all the googly eye, 5-hour conversations. What would have happened if you had put that energy somewhere else and it was going towards your purpose? How much further along would you be? Think about that. Another thing, find out who you are. Find out who you are. It's easy to get lost in the sauce when you connected with somebody else. It's so easy. But when you're by yourself, you find out, oh, maybe I don't really like going to the movies. Maybe I like going to a comedy show instead. But when you were in a relationship, that's all you all ever did was movies. Now you can find something else different about yourself. Another thing, find out what you like. What do you like? So many people cannot tell you. If you ask them right now, what do you like? They don't know. A lot of people do not know what they really, truly like and who they really, truly are. Am I an introvert or I'm an extrovert? Or do I think I'm an extrovert because I always go out? Because all the partners I choose are extroverted. But I kind of feel a little uncomfortable every time we go out. But I go anyway and I have fun, but that's not really where I want to be. You can learn about yourself and find out the things you like. Another thing, heal from your past. It's very easy, or easier, to heal from your past when you're by yourself. And I don't just mean relationship past. I mean family issues. I mean issues from your childhood, issues that came up in college, whatever. Issues that you had when you had your first kid, whatever it is, healing from that. And when you're by yourself, the only person you have to be accountable for is you and another child if you have a child, or children if you have children. But that's the only person that you have to be accountable for. And it's easier to go through the healing process. It's easier to cry in the bed by yourself at night while you're doing your journal work than it is with somebody else. Because it may be a distraction. There may be a movie on that you watch instead of doing your journal work. There may be an event going on that you go to, instead of going to the gym. It's easier to do those things when you're by yourself. One of my favorites, learning to love yourself. If you're constantly taking in external external, 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 external. You never really have time to focus on the internal. So through my singleness, I learned that there are certain ways that I do not like to be spoken to. But something was interesting was I was choosing people who would sometimes communicate with me in that way. And so when I was by myself, I realized I don't like that because I started checking myself, how I spoke to myself. And then I was like, well, if I'm not speaking to me that way, they're not going to speak to me that way. That's something that I learned in my singleness. Learning to love yourself. So when you love yourself, you can then teach people how to love you. But if you don't love yourself first, how are you going to teach people? You can't do it. I remember when I started my job as a math and science teacher, the way these kids are doing math now is so different. And I was like, I don't know how to teach this particular type of math. I had to learn. You can't teach people what you don't know. You cannot teach people what you don't know. Let me tell you, first day of class, they sniffed it out. They were like, she really don't know how to do this. I learned. Eventually, I got help. But like I said, I had to learn first before I taught them. No one's going to love you correctly and properly and wholly if you don't do it for yourself first. Another one is you get comfortable with the idea of not having a partner. Now, this may be hard for some people. I believe that if you want a partner, go for it. Go for it. I believe there are many amazing people out here who want partners. They need partners. That's their thing. However, I have an issue with people who cannot be alone. That's an issue. If you cannot be alone, if you like start to, oh my God, I need a boyfriend, I need a girlfriend, you need to figure out what that's about. That could be some attachment. That could be a lot of different stuff. I'm not a counselor, but I'm sure your counselor could work that out for you. You need to get comfortable with the idea of being alone. Me personally, I am comfortable being by myself. I am okay with the idea that every night Corinne goes to bed by herself. Because I'm dope. And I love my presence. Now, when I find someone who I do want to share my life with, it's going to be that much better. But I'm not boohoo crying at night because I don't have somebody to lay beside me. Singleness allows you to get comfortable with the idea of being alone. And the reason I say this is really not what a lot of people think it is. I'm not anti-relationship. I'm anti you not loving yourself. And when you really get down to the core of it, a lot of the times when people say, I need somebody, I have to have a relationship, it's unhealthy. It's really unhealthy. When you really get down to the core of it, when you just cannot be by yourself, that's a problem. When you can't be with you, what makes you think somebody else want to be with you? When you can't sit with yourself and be like, I'm straight, what makes you think somebody else is going to sit down with you and be like, we straight? It's not going to happen. You have to be comfortable being whole by yourself. And that is all I have for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and these couple of points. My question of the day is, which one do you like the best? Me personally, mine is building a relationship with God, and I'm looking forward to see which ones you guys put down. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.